poppin', everybody? We back in here. I skipped a week, but as you can see, we got someone popping up in here all of a sudden, man. Chris, hey, this is gonna be your show today. How you feeling, big dog? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Good. Glad to be back with my boy. Wish my boy Severe was in the building, but gonna see my boy soon. But yeah, I'm glad to be back, man. Training camps here. Gotta had a good chance to unwind a little bit and recharge. Now it's time to get it popping. Let's get it. How
As you
about you,
should.
man? How you doing? You was telling me your wife and daughters basically maxed out the credit cards and and got school shopping together.
They did some school shopping, then they just dropped me off, and now they're back school shopping. So who knows? This is why not
They
only
dropped you off, but without your card though. The card's still with them.
all of a sudden the wallet is I'm feeling light. The
Yeah.
pockets are empty. But but the thing is though, that's why I got two reasons. One, I'm gonna pop one open because we're sharing the screen once again. We back at it.
We
But
back at
two,
it.
but two, I might need this for when I look at my bank account a little bit later. But either way, man, good to have you back, man. We're gonna be popping. Just so you guys know, when after the first preseason game, because next week is the first preseason game, which is wild. Next Thursday. Shout out. Let me if anybody is going to be in the area this Friday. Myself, Cheeto Linus, as well as LV Raider Nate, which now lives out in the Vegas area. We're going to do a little bit of a meetup after the training camp practice this Friday. So I'll be at training camp, but then also on Saturday morning, I'll be at training camp. I will be at the open practice next Tuesday. And I'll be at all the preseason games, at least home ones. So if anybody's around, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram __ 805 Raider. But if you're also going to be in town for the home opener, let us know because myself, this guy, Chris, Protect the Show podcast, he's going to be there week one. We're going to be chilling, hanging out. Severe's going to roll into town, man. It's going to be a big party again for week one.
Okay, Severe coming too? Oh yeah.
Too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
It's always trouble.
It's going to be, like you always say, it's going to be a movie.
It's gonna be a movie.
But I will be in SoFi with Severe the week after. But I think you guys are gonna be
Speaking of movie. Speaking of
what's
movie.
happening in New Orleans. But shout out, let everybody know what you got popping in New Orleans, and then we'll say what's up to the chat.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna have a real big party in New Orleans, man. We taking over Bourbon Street. Got a private party set up where right on Bourbon Street at Pat O'Brien's, man. It's gonna be all you can eat food, all you can drink for about 3 hours, man. It's gonna be good, man. So if anyone's going to be in New Orleans, man, we're gonna have a crazy party. Got live DJ from Oakland. It's actually gonna be thrown by Myra G's the crew. So their crew out of Oakland, collabing with the Black Hole. So it's gonna be wild, man. So if anyone that's gonna be in that area, man, for the game, that is gonna be ridiculous. If you know, man.
I wish I could go. I was.
Oh yeah.
After all the summer stuff that me and I deal with the fam and the kids. I mean, we took 2 trips back to SoCal to see fam. Did a bunch of stuff with family coming in town. I wanted to pull it off, but I was like, damn it, I ain't gonna be able to do it. So, but which maybe I won't get in trouble because I know what probably what's gonna happen out there.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. So if you guys don't know, if you guys are new, do us a big favor, jump top that screen, hit that like button, hit the sub button. You got Chris, Protect Show podcast back with us, rocking out. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk Raider Nation. The other third of the war room is the Severe Raider. Definitely go hit him up, go sub to his channel. But if you guys want to get included in the comments, hit that sub button. Just something we do to show our appreciation to our subscribers. Chris, I'm going to give you the honors here in just a second to say what's up to the chat. I started a little bit, the people popping up in here, but just so you guys know, we're going to go over some things in training camp. Cousins, he's shining early. We're going to talk about that. Are you excited? Do you think it's just early stages of training camp? Obviously, we have reports of Mendoza kind of being inconsistent up and down. We'll talk about that. We have a receiver that's starting to shine a little bit. We'll talk about that as well. But because we're not hearing from some other receivers, that we're looking for last year. Maybe we'll talk about that. We have a young corner that's starting to shine a little bit. We'll talk about that secondary, but we also have a new rookie that really isn't hitting that starting lineup, and maybe that's a little bit of cause for concern. So we're going to talk about that
Stooks.
at the very end. At the very end, we're going to talk just some Q&A, take some questions from you guys, chop it up, and hey, get ready because again, next week, first preseason game. So, Chris, man, you got the honors, man. You can see what's up in the
Yeah,
chat.
so what's up, man? Got my boy Isaiah in the building, man. What's going on? Edgar Sosa in the building. My boy John Raider in the building. What's going on? Got Jack in the building. What's up with you? Bruce, what's happening? Got my boy TK in the building. What's good, man? He said, oh, shit. Chris is in the building. Salute. Nation was good, y'all. What's happening, man? Appreciate you. Got Omi in the building, or Omega in the building, man. What's going on? Hasn't been here in a while, but hey, I'm glad you're here. Glad you came through. Got my boy Cool Kev in the building, man. What's going on, Cool Kev? Cool Kev have a little joke. He said Chris got open bar for alligator bite. Yeah, I'm eating everything up in there, man. You know how New Orleans go, man. I'm telling you. He said some
I just started. I had to do it. I had to do it.
My boy Severe said, who's a random black guy on the show today? Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. That's okay though. You know, YouTube's mad at me, y'all. So at least hit the thumbs up, man. For me, I only got a couple people. They really ain't gonna push my stuff for a while, so I gotta get back in the algorithm, man.
Yeah.
Got my boy Estrada in the building, man. What's going on? My dude Chris Protect the Shield podcast. Miss you on the show. I'm glad to be back with my brothers, man. Salute, man. Salute. Glad to be back with my bros. We got a lot to talk about, man.
Hey, and you just rip through the chat like you haven't been gone in a minute, man. It's
You
like
know what I'm saying? Sometimes, hey, when it's all about that chat engagement, man, it's like riding a bike, man. You know, my fat ass ain't rode a bike in a while. I need to, but it's all good though. It's all good though. We here to party, baby. We here to party.
Good, man.
Glad y'all here though.
Isaiah, you're saying you're gonna be there for the home opener, man. Hit us up. Let us know. We're probably not gonna go into the game. We're actually probably gonna be, I think you just said you're gonna be there with the fam. But we're gonna be at the tailgate. We're gonna be there at the whiskey bar before and afterwards, right across the street. We typically will possibly hit up that Mandalay Bay sports book, play some bets for the morning games, have a little bit of fun. So,
oh yeah,
social media. Let us know where you're gonna be, man. We'll definitely link up. It'd be good. Put a name to face, man. Appreciate you.
come have a drink with us, man. Come kick it for a second.
100%, man. It's gonna be fun. Shout out to everybody. We got one more. We got a Joshua Morris in the building, hitting us with that Duval. Hey, Jags fan. Hey, welcome. Just chill out. Have a good time. We're gonna be fun.
Y'all got our receiver. I'm still mad about that. I would never forgive Spytek for that.
So let's do this. We got a couple things we're gonna talk about. We're gonna jump right into it. Again, if you guys can, do us a big favor. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, hit that sub button, the whole nine.
Hey man, this is my Hugh Jackson joint. You know what I'm saying? Building a bully.
I'm telling you,
Salute to
man.
Cam.
It's because we
got my boy in the building. Cam Smooth is my boy, the Broncos fan. He been talking crazy to me all summer. All summer been hearing his mouth, man. But salute to him, real fan. Salute to the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing. So one day we'll make the right moves.
One day. Sometimes it ain't today. We got Red News Central in the building too. Shout out to you, big dog. Shout out to you. Appreciate
What's going
on. So let's do this. Let's talk about the first one, guys. Remember, if you guys got a comment, question, if you got some shit you want to get off your chest and throw it at us, man, we're here. We're here to just chill out, have a little bit of fun. But let's start off first. All right, Cousins. He's shining early. We're gonna talk about this. Look, we all know Kirk Cousins. He's familiar with Clint Kubiak, right? Had one of his best seasons, if not his best season, with Clint Kubiak as the offensive coordinator. And so obviously there's a little bit of chemistry there. He understands what Clint Kubiak wants to do. Terminology could be different, but at the same time, there's some comfort there. And so a lot of reports are coming out of training camp that Kirk Cousins is looking pretty good. All right. Now we're not in, we're in full pads, but all those quarterbacks, they got red jerseys on. He's going to be 38 years old, I think, this year. You know what I'm saying? And so let's do this. Is it pump the brakes a little bit, or is there a reason to get a little bit excited given the fact that, look, Kirk Cousins, he's proven in the past that he can do some good things. So, Chris, man, what's your thoughts? Even though there's reports Kirk Cousins is looking good, he's slinging the rock out there, hitting Brockbowers, hitting Jalen Naylor, man. It looks like there's a little bit of connection there. Do you think that there's that's at least some good signs ahead, or you're like, hey, pump the brakes? I'm definitely in wait and see mode. What's your thoughts in chat? Let us know as well.
Yeah, I think I mean, to be honest, for one, I think Kubiak's system is quarterback friendly, specifically for veterans that kind of already understand the lay of the land. So I expect Kurt to, kind of look pretty good, in the system. But again, you can't really judge it until they're really, they're flying around. I'm not sure. Did they announce if we're doing any joint practices this year with any teams?
We're joining up with Houston.
You okay? Now that's what I want to hear. I want to hear what he does then. As our defense, our defense still trying to get pieced together a little bit. Got a lot of young guys out there. But to answer your question, I am happy to hear that Cousins is looking pretty good. But again, I'm not jumping the gun at all. I'm not jumping the gun on anything this season. It's a show and prove. As I was saying in the past, man, they don't no more unearned optimism. So that they gotta earn every little bit of that. So, I hope he does well. But he's going to prove it. And just early training camp, we go through this every year. Remember last year we heard about Thornton was just so good, and Brian Edwards a few years ago was just ripping it and killing. Like, I don't care about none of that. Let me hear about what they do in joint practices, and I want to see what you do in week 1. So everything else is just noise.
I'm with you. I'll get my take in, but Rebel in the building. What's happening, man? Okay, you're saying
Rebel.
that I can't hear me too good. Okay, chat. Let me know. I'll use my my old school coaching voice a little bit, and then we'll get loud. But Elegant, what's going on? Good seeing you in the building. Okay, John, you're saying Kurt needs protection. He's got no wheels. He's 38 years old, man. Cole Kev Cubs will be looking okay. Ain't no Justin Jefferson out there. Very true.
I know.
Look, man. Hey, Chargers, Slater just.
Damn, Slater got hurt again?
Damn. I mean, whatever. It's the Chargers, but man, that whole line just cannot stay healthy.
Oh no. That's crazy, man. He's a dog too, but I don't know if it's a bad injury, but damn.
Yeah. You got your boy. He's saying, I'm just happy y'all don't got Jacoby Myers. Appreciate you rubbing it in.
I know, man. Don't get me started, Cam. Don't get me started. I miss Jacoby, man. And then it's crazy, and I get so tired. Everyone, oh, we don't got no. Damn, we sure don't got no receivers. We don't. We absolutely don't. But hey, we got Stooks. So we got Stooks.
We gonna talk about that damn kid. Raider Travis, what's going on, man? We got Gravy. What's happening, big dog?
Gravy in the building, man. What's up? I ain't hollering at Gravy in a minute, man. What's good, boy? What's good? Raider Travis, I see you.
So look, my take at the end of the day is the problem the concern that I have with Kirk Cousins. If you watch him throw the football, I think he's just losing strength in that arm. And when you lose strength, you saw it with the Falcons last year. You go back and watch the Falcons. I mean, he only averaged like 175 yards per game. And he had Drake London, he had Bijan, he had Kyle Pitts, he had Darnell Mooney.
Yeah, a lot of, yeah.
And so when you watch him throw in training camp, he's got a slow release. The ball looks like it's kind of floating out there. So that's one of the hardest transitions for older quarterbacks is when you start to lose your arm strength.
Yeah.
You just can't hit that out route like you used to. And when you try to force it, that's when you get yourself in trouble. So for me, I'm definitely in wait and see mode. It might look good when you're on air. It might look good when you're on 7-on-7. It might look good when you got you might be going full 11-on-11, but when no one's going to hit you.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
So it's like I'm definitely in wait and see mode because all it takes and here's another thing is when you have a quarterback that doesn't have the strongest arm or has an older quarterback that the arm is really starting to fall off, if you make him move just the slightest in the
Oh,
pocket or you
throws everything off.
foot,
Throws everything off.
throws everything off, you lose even more arm strength. Right? If you're just leaning and then you got to throw, bro, it's going to be a duck. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's where I'm in wait and see mode. If you can't protect Kirk Cousins, and if Kirk Cousins got to move just the slightest, it's gonna be rough. And if we don't got the receivers to get open, obviously we have Brock, but if we don't have the consistent receivers to get open and just kind of give them those windows to throw, it's gonna
Yeah.
be it's gonna be a
And
big.
and that's what I'm worried about, man. It's because again, it's not like he's the type of quarterback that can create his own time, allow himself to make someone miss and all that stuff. So it's going to be tough, man. And again, because you think about all the weapons he had in Atlanta, and then before Atlanta, he was in Minnesota with Jettas, and he had some guys there. So it's definitely going to be interesting, man, because it's just so early, and I know our fan base. And again, I don't want to start. I mean, the season hasn't started yet, and everyone calls me a hater anyway. So I'm not even going to start. I'm just going to say we're just going to wait and see. But I'm not throwing a party just yet. That's just me.
Can even when the good stuff comes out, because our boy Severe people, we always talk like Keelan Doss, John Kreiner,
Keelan Doss.
Oh man,
Keelan Doss, yeah, for sure.
Everybody wanted Keelan Doss to work out. I think because wasn't he just a local boy?
Yeah, it was a local dude. Yeah. He was balling. He was balling. But mine was Brian Edwards, because everybody was acting like Brian Edwards was about to be Megatron, like for real. Like they thought he was about to. I mean, I was fooled. I'm like, okay, even I was drinking the Kool-Aid back then. I'm like, okay, he came out there dumpster juice, man.
It was bad. It was bad. Anthony in the building. Chris wants to hear you positive. He wants to see. He only wants to hear positive. When
we got to, man. We got to, man. Y'all, I'm not getting bamboozled no more, man. I'm not. I'll let y'all have that.
Shout out to our guy Cheeto in the building.
Cheeto. Yeah, it's me, man. It's me. Cheeto. Salute to my boy Cheeto. Cheeto, I don't know if you saw, Cheeto got a fire new Brockbowers shirt he just came out with.
I haven't seen it.
It's dope. It's dope. If you guys want this shirt, holler at my boy, man. Holler at Cheeto, man. He coming out with the crazy merch, man.
And if you in town this Friday, we're gonna be getting together. Hit us up on IG. We're gonna be doing a little bit of a meetup. Cheeto's he's gonna have his merch there. So if you be in the town in Vegas on this Friday after training camp, link up with us. It's gonna be fun. Okay, let's hit some positivity, because we got Helen in the building. And I think
what up, Helen?
The Raiders receiver course somewhat. Yes, there's no big name receiver, Brock Bowers and running backs. There is no big name receiver. You're right. So we're gonna talk about some of the receivers, but Chris, any thoughts on this one?
I mean, you got to underrate them, because none of them has done anything. Like I just don't see really no under the radar guy that I think that can really stand out as of yet. I hope I'm wrong. Like, and I don't even think we have like that like at least with Jacoby, Myers, he wasn't necessarily a star, but he was a consistent guy that is going to bring it, and that's a safety blanket. Like I don't even know if we have that. Like, Trey Tucker's either kind of boom or bust. Well, shit, I'm more bust, but I mean, yeah. And then I'm hearing good things about Naylor. Thornton and Besh. I'm sure we'll talk about that, but to me, that they have not done anything for them to be highly thought about, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you're right. I think just underrated is probably the best way to put it.
Yeah.
We hope for the best, but they got to prove it.
They got to prove it, man. They got to prove it.
Cheeto's just throwing shade right at the beginning. Cheeto, god damn it.
Yeah, Cheeto been going hard on Thornton, but Jack Besh is the one. I mean, Thornton was what, a 5th round pick? Calm down, man. Like, what was he, 3rd? Or no, I mean, he was a 4th or 5th, right?
I think it was a 4th round pick. Thornton was
4th. Okay, but still, yeah, it's like
second.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, let's go down the proper channel. Hey, let's talk about Betch first.
100%. We'll see though. We'll see. We got James Furpo just yelling it from.
Furbo, what's going on?
What up, James? What's going on, man? Appreciate you popping up in here. Let's see. Yeah, like you're saying, Tucker and Naylor can play though. We'll see. We're gonna talk about them here in just a second.
I mean, but okay, it's like even when someone says that, it's like based on what?
It's
I mean, they can play. I mean, they're all right in Madden.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? But like, are they scaring defensive coordinator? And I mean, respectfully, respectfully. Like I want them to ball out, but it's like, they got to prove it, man. At this point,
that's true. I'm with you. So we talked about kind of Kirk Cousins again. We're kind of wait and see mode. We'll see how it all works out. But there's been a lot of reports. All right. Shout out to Gravy, man. I heard Gravy talking a little bit earlier today. He did a live, man. I was able to pop in for about 5-10 minutes. I want to say what's up, but I had to get back to doing some work things. But I know Gravy was talking about Fernando Mendoza and his issue with him not starting day one. Okay, we're gonna get to Mendoza in just a second. I'm pulling this up. I saw Jalen Naylor's presser the other day, and the first thing that came to mind, because Chris, you're a huge Bone Thugs and Harmony fan. I'm a massive Bone Thugs and Harmony fan.
Yeah.
He does, though. He does.
He said he looked like Busy Bone's son, unproductive Bone. That is wild, bro. That is wild. And I miss my Uncle Charles. Oh, man, that's crazy. Unproductive Bone is absolutely insane. Insane.
Unproductive Bone is that's the day. I'm not gonna lie. That is good. God damn it, man. See, Severe, don't get us off track, Severe.
Right, man. Right.
God damn it. But look, a lot of people, there are people that are sitting there going, look, he's a number 1 overall pick. So he should start day one. That's what some people are saying. Some people are saying, let's wait and see. Let him learn. We got Kirk Cousins. And I've always said there's no right or wrong answer to developing a quarterback. But I understand the argument that you want a number 1 overall pick to start day one, because I think the best way a quarterback can truly learn is when he's kind of thrown in there. But you want to make sure they're ready. You want to make sure they're developed, and you do it right. So again, I don't think there's any right way to do it, but there's definitely been some up and downs, right? They're saying that he's inaccurate on some throws. He had a Grady Vance had a pick 6 on him. And this is all kind of, we're not live yet. There's not live bullets flying at him. He doesn't have a 260-pound DN coming to take his head off. Are these just the growing pains? Or do you want to see a number 1 overall pick kind of hit the ground running and really start to produce a little bit and show more flashes than the learning curves? Chris, man, in chat, let me know what your thoughts. And Chris, what's your thoughts on Fernando Mendoza? Up and downs in training camp, and obviously not going to be the start of week 1. What's your thoughts?
I mean, we are one of the only channels that continuously got chastised because we didn't fall in love with Mendoza. So we had a lot of concerns about drafting him, but we're not gonna, beat a dead horse. He's on our team. We're going to cheer for him and root for him. But like I want my quarterback to go out, my young quarterback to go out there. One thing that kind of jumped out at me, I'm not sure if you guys watched the quarterback series on Netflix, but towards the end, Cam Ward said something like, basically saying like he's glad that he kind of got all the kinks out this year, because now he's ready to build off of it for next year. And as you saw him go throughout the season, you saw him getting better and start getting some wins toward the end of the year. And you're hearing things about training camp. You just showed me a video of him hitting Carnell Tate going deep, like he's looking good. They're talking about he's looking good, and it's like I want that for our quarterback. I want that for Mendoza. Like, we all understand there's going to be bruises. like Caleb Williams didn't have the best first year, but the thing is they put him out there, like let him learn on the fly. Like I don't think Mendoza is, so weak minded. Like I can understand if you want to like slow cook, but I don't necessarily think he's like weak minded that will get crushed mentally if he's starting off kind of bad. So it's like put him out there, man. So that's kind of where I'm at, man. I really want I would like him to get out there. Like I'm not all about trying to protect him and all. Like he's a grown man. I think he's mentally strong enough to put the work in wherever he needs to develop. So I don't know, man. I personally want to see him out there, but Tom Brady kind of understands his path to greatness, and I think he wants to kind of do that.
No, I'm with you. We got a couple people roll up in here. Cheeto, you got Kurt definitely has to handle his offense. He's throwing to spots on the field. Once Nando gets there, he will start. We'll see how it works. Raider Travis, Fernando shouldn't start. We have no idea how well our O line's going to hold up. We paying Kurt, so let him get hit.
Hey, they just have Kurt out there as a crash test dummy.
Yeah, like I get the logic, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I think it's understanding the two motivations, right? The GM is trying to build, where the head coach is trying to always win now. Head coaches are always wanting to win, right? And so they're going to do whatever they can to keep Kurt upright the whole nine. But yeah, I don't know if Cousins agreed to just be a crash test dummy, but hey, to each his own. To each their own. We'll see how it works out.
But like I always say, like people think that like, and I think now they're starting to allude to it more. It's like Kurt's not just going to be like that mentor with the clipboard, just showing like, what I'm saying? Like he's going to go out there and like, hey, you can learn from me, do as I do, do what I do or whatever. But as far as like just being that mentor and just kind of learning behind me, and like I don't think Kurt's doing that necessarily. You know what I'm saying? And again, in that quarterbacks series, it wasn't until later on that Joe Flacco started doing that. Like Joe wanted to play, but it wasn't until really Joe got to the Bengals and he was with Joe Burrow. Then it's like I think he kind of realized like, all right, this is my true role at this point. And you can see him kind of helping Joe and stuff like that. But I don't think that Kurt's necessarily at that point. Like he's always bet on himself. I think he's he's gonna compete. And so I don't know, man. I don't know.
He's going to compete because this is like there's a
his last chance.
Last chance.
Absolutely.
Position, because we've talked about this before the draft. If we draft Mendoza and we have Kirk Cousins, then guess what? Your name now is that you got beat out by a rookie.
Right.
So
right.
Who's going to want to take you as a starting?
Where do you go? Where you go from there? Yeah.
So
yeah.
These kind of go back to back. So Cheater saying, go figure, Mendoza hits Benson on a great back shoulder deep ball. Of course, back shoulder fades all day. All right, Omega, what's going on, man? You're saying this, and I'll kind of expand on this a little bit, and I see your comment down below. You said, not sure if it's cool to mention other YouTubers. You're more than welcome.
Hey, salute Sanji. Yeah, I've been on the show with him. He's a good guy.
You're saying, but Sanjeev has a source with some more intel saying it's worse with Mendoza. Are you saying worse than Kirk Cousins? Because you also followed up. You said bad footwork, really anxious, etc. If it's in comparison to Mendoza, that's not surprising. Or in comparison to Kirk Cousins, that's not surprising, right? Kirk Cousins is a veteran. He's been here. He's done that, and so he's going to come in, and it's like it's like you're the bully on the block, right? You're the senior now going into high school when all the freshmen are nervous as shit because now they're just entering high school, right? And so there's going to be some nervousness, some anxiousness, I guess, with Mendoza. Here's the one thing that I'm looking for with Mendoza is the first thing that I saw when you start seeing clips of OTAs and him taking snaps under center. He's going to understand how to take a snap under center. That's not a problem. But when you watch the way that he puts his hands under center, the way that he actually addresses the center, if you've watched quarterbacks, I've seen quarterbacks developed. I've developed quarterbacks myself. There's a level of comfort of a quarterback when they go under center. Fernando's not there. When you see Fernando go and put his hands together first and then go under center, that's like you're trying to
It's
like go through
unnatural.
mental
It's
steps.
unnatural.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so unnatural. But then you go see a quarterback that's done it before. He walks up, passes center on his ass, puts a hand underneath, bang, let's go. Right? It's just he's very, very he's like going through the steps in his head too much. But then
Yeah.
also when you watch him throw in practice, if you see clips and shout out to shout out to Cheeto Linus, man. I'm gonna be going to Friday with training camp as well as Saturday training camp with Cheeto, man. Watch when Fernando, how many times he goes through a progression and makes a good throw. You need to watch his eyes. That's when you start to see he has some sort of comfort in the system or comfort within the play. Because there was one throw that he threw to Ian Thomas. It was a clip. He drops back to pass. His eyes are peeled at Ian Thomas. He throws it. It's a completion. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, that's a future Hall of Famer." I'm like, "Wait a second. No, no, no.
He had
That's
one
just
read.
it's a one read, and he's just
Yeah.
playing. And there's no pass rush or anything like that. I want to see when he goes through his progression. If he goes through his progression, then that means there's a little bit of comfort in the offense. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for in training camp. That's what I'm gonna be looking for. And it's not that he's just going through a progression. It's what does the accuracy look like when he gets to that fourth read? Because that's the biggest thing. Does his body follow his eyes? And if his body doesn't follow his eyes, that means he's going to start to throw out of position, and that's when you become inaccurate. That was one of my biggest issues with Shedeur Sanders. Was
Yeah.
coming to the draft last year.
Yeah.
Was
And honestly, yeah, and I mean, you used to call that out with even Fernando. It was like, but luckily, Signetti had him in a situation where he didn't necessarily have to always go through progressions because it was like that one read offense. So he's going to succeed if that first read is there. But you're right. How often have we had to see him go through his progression? So that's what we're going to see. And honestly, I hope he gets a lot of burn in preseason because we need to see that. We need to see that, man.
and watch for the anxiousness in his throat, because I was actually shout out to my dad. My dad was a big offensive guy. He was always when I coached in California, he was always my offensive coordinator, always quarterback coach. So he developed quarterbacks. And the one thing that he pointed out that I didn't catch was because he ran such a heavy RPO system, he's got somewhat of a short release. And it's because his mind is all about, I got to get the ball out quick.
Timing, yeah.
I got to get it out. And so when you have to go through a progression, you have to actually understand you can't be so trigger happy, because if you get trigger happy and all of a sudden you get into that throw and then you got to bring it back, but then you get through your progression and now you're not in position to really put some heat on the ball, that's going to get you in trouble. And so that's going to be something again to really watch out for, is how quickly does he get his hand off the ball as he goes through his progression? Because if he gets his hand off, but he doesn't bring it back to center and he keeps his going through his progression,
Throw your whole timing off.
it's going to throw the timing off, his positioning off, everything, because he was such an RPO heavy offense. It almost has become second nature just to have that quick trigger and that quick release. So we'll see kind of how it works out. Art White, what's going on, man? Chris, your guy, he's got one for us, man.
Yeah, do you believe the Raiders will put him out early due to public pressure, or will they generally try to hold him back? Yeah, I don't think they're going to deal. I don't think the pressure is going to matter. For what you can already tell, Spytek don't seem like a guy that's going to fold under pressure. Brady damn sure ain't. So, and I think Kubiak, to be honest, Kubiak probably, I hate to say it, he probably prefers Kurt anyway, because Kubiak has really only dealt with veteran quarterbacks. I think he had like a short stint with who do you have that short stint with as a rookie?
Wasn't in development, but he had a Rattler when Carr went
Yeah,
down.
Spencer Rattler maybe.
I don't know this development, but
Did he have JJ? Did he have McCarthy at all? Or he was already gone? I think he was already gone. Yeah, he was gone by then. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, a lot of his success. Well, he had what? Brock Purdy was Purdy. Well, no, he wouldn't. No, he never had. No,
he was
no, I'm tripping.
Coordinator.
Yeah,
working directly with quarterbacks for the most part.
Yeah, no, okay, but yeah, I mean, but he's had all his success with veteran quarterbacks. Guys that. So honestly, I bet to be honest, I bet he's cool with Kirk. So he's not gonna necessarily gonna rush to get Fernando out there. Like, that's what I think.
No, I'm with you. And let's hope Spytek doesn't succumb to some pressure. You never know if a GM's going to put pressure. If Cousins is looking bad and he wants that, I don't know where it come from. But
if he looks bad, then yeah, that's different. If he looks bad, yeah.
Like I kind of said this. We said this before. And Chris, actually, before I get to that, to your point, I did say this in a live with Severe and I were on. I said, look, the one thing that we don't know with Clint Kubiak is he's never truly developed a rookie.
Right.
So
right.
We don't know, is this just the process? How well is he going to do in developing a rookie quarterback? I have no clue. And I can't say whether he's going to be good or not at it. You know what I'm saying?
Cause honestly, it takes a lot of patience. You know, it takes a lot of patience to be able to do that. And I will say, as a coach, Fernando Fernando seems like a very coachable guy. So he'd probably be easy to coach, to be honest. So as a coach, you would like someone like him, but you still got to have patience to be able to go through those growing pains. And as a first time, head coach, a first time offensive coordinator, like, how much patience you got?
I'm with you 100%. Travis saying I'll support Mendoza as a Raider, but I'm not on the Mendoza train until he proves it. And you're with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got to prove it. It's really that simple. What up, SoCal? What's going on, man? Good seeing you in the building as well. Okay. Look, at the end of the day, there's a lot of work that Fernando Mendoza has to go through, and we'll see just kind of how it plays out. He's got training camp, and I hope he gets a lot of burn in the preseason to kind of figure some things out. All right. And I guess what I'll say is ups and downs comes with it. So I'm not worried about the ups and downs. I want him to get his kinks out. I want to get his mistakes out. I want him to learn. And I've always said this, as much as I'm not the biggest fan of Mendoza as it relates to what he looked like in college and his play and what he was asked to do and how it translates to the NFL, what I will say is the Raiders have done a very good job of prepping the situation. You got a veteran that could literally play the entire season and just let him learn and let him sit, and let's just develop them the right way. So,
yeah.
And we'll see how it works on the preseason. All right. Next one. Again, do us a big favor, guys. Double tap that screen, hit the like button, hit the sub button. We got our boy Dante in the building.
Dante, what's happening? Stooks.
If you guys want, any news on all things NFL and college, definitely go hit them up. So I'm not gonna read it. I'm just gonna throw it out there. God damn it, Cheeto. All right, let's get to the next one. We'll say what's up to this guy. What up, Jason? What's happening, man? Guys, go hit up Jason Downs in his channel with him and Duncan and Jeff, man. Go shots to those guys. Next up, we got Malik Benson. Malik Benson looks like his stock is up. He's definitely one of the receivers that's been shining a little bit in training camp. But they followed up with, I think it looks like they got some clear number 1, 2s, and 3s when it comes to receivers. They got Jalen Naylor at number 1, Trey Tucker at number 2, and it looks like Malik Benson is slotted right now as the number 3. Chat, let me know. How do you feel? Are you excited about Malik Benson? I know a lot of people, because he's got the 4.3 speed, he's got the height coming from Oregon. A lot of people are kind of high on him. So, Chris, what's your thoughts on Malik Benson? Hearing that he's catching some touchdowns, he's catching some deep balls. All right, you believe in the hype a little bit? You look a little excited that we might have a receiver that can contribute. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not believing no hype at all. So I'm gonna get that out the way now. Now, do I hope that he can, develop and live up to it? Absolutely. Because the thing is that's what we need, since we absolutely struck out with Jack Besh. Like, he's gonna be probably working at, who knows where, I don't even know. He's gonna be working at Chick-fil-A on Sunday by himself. But we need that, kind of similar to like how we missed on Cleve Farrell, but we were able to get Max later on. Like, we need you know, some of these late round hits to kind of make up for these misses that we had early on. So I absolutely hope that he lives up to it, because I think that his talent was never really in question, even in college. I think he had some character issues that kind of slowed him down a little bit. But I think as far as like being on the field, you know, he was a dog. So, you know, hopefully he can just stay out of trouble, kind of just stay focused and be all about ball. Then, you know, we might have some. We absolutely need somebody that can stretch the field and make some plays for us. So I absolutely hope that, you know, he's what everybody's saying. But am I like drinking the Kool-Aid yet? No. But again, I want to see it. So we'll see.
Yeah, and cool, Kev. I'm just gonna say this. Hey, I will not have a magnifying glass over Mendoza this season. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy some football. All right, so
Yeah.
I give every rookie a pass, at least this season, for a quarterback if he gets some playing time. TK saying JPJ is getting some praise from Rick, our O line coach. Caleb Rogers looking better, they say, but sightings, which is disappointing.
Brandon Parker being Charles Brandon Parker Grant doing what we thought he would do. But let me stop.
He did it on purpose.
I'm glad JPJ is getting some good buzz, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking that they were literally gonna try to trade him. I was thinking he was on the trade block for real. And again, they might just be hyping him up because they want. But yeah, if they need to treat JPJ right, man. If he wants to be a Raider, he's I think he can be an enforcer, someone that we need. So, you know, hopefully he continues to do okay.
Yeah, we'll SoCal, man, we're gonna talk about this one in just a second. Let's so Cheeto, you said you're gonna ask why Benson slipped, and there it is. Our guy Dante, man, we were sitting with him at the bar watching.
Yeah, he's the one that got his hip to it.
And this is kind of my biggest thing when it comes to Benson, and we all know that he's got the 4.3 speed, right? And that's what everybody's saying, is that he's taking the top off the defense a little bit, which is great. My question is, he's taking the top off of a defense. No, he's a rookie. So shots of rookies, even flashing, right? Great on him. I'm not going to take anything away from it. But is he taking the top off the defense of a Houston Texans secondary? Like, our secondary isn't the best in the National Football League.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so you're beating guys that really weren't very impressive last year. You know, a lot of people said that we need to replace a lot of our defensive backs, whether it be Isaiah Palomau, whether it be Jeremy Chin, or, you know, you got Dalton Johnson, which is a rookie, Traden Stukes, that we're going to talk about here in just a second. You know, a DCAM, you know, like, is he taking the top off of an undrafted free agent? I don't know. I don't know what the situation is. And so good for him for flashing in practice and taking advantage of whatever reps that he's getting. But I'm not getting my hopes up. It's practice. Yeah. And you got to know what the situation is, which I don't know. So, you know, again, good for him, but let's see him get it done in a preseason game. Let's see him do it against some real talent. But it's good to hear that we have a rookie at least flash a little bit, because we all know some of the beat writers wanted to say that Deontay Thornton was flashing too. And we'll see how it works out. But hopefully it all works out well. Jason, Tonka is getting some serious love right now with the almighty Adam Butler. We're going to talk, we might talk about Tonka here in just a little bit, man. But let's see. Chris, I think, did you start this one?
Yeah. So I mean, Omega was asking like what level head case is Benson. So, you know, I'm not sure. Again, like, I'd have to look more into it, but it sounds like, you know, wherever he was in college, you know, he always left him on bad terms. So again, hopefully, you know, he's not that much of an issue now that he's older. But you know, salute to Kev on his next comment. He said, don't worry about Benson now. Worry about Benson when he gets his first bag. That's when you see the true character. So I don't know. We'll see, man. And again, he's a young kid, man. We're rooting for him. So I don't want to put no no bad energy out there, but it's just something for us Raider fans to be aware of.
Yeah, and I think if I remember Dante talking about it, and Dante, if you're still in here, man, if you're listening, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was something where it was basically the school was just basically wanted to offload him. It was all the chances he had, all the chances to
Yeah.
thrive or have success, and he kind of ruined those chances. And when you ruin it at Florida State, you ruin it at Alabama. You find your way out. And when you go to Oregon, if I remember correctly, it wasn't that he went to Oregon was an instant starter. Guys got hurt, and then he got opportunity to play. So it wasn't like he was going in as an instant starter at Oregon. So, again, we'll see how it plays out. But good to see a rookie flash. But we're kind of in wait and see mode. Cheeto, you're saying Benson's able to take the top off, not just because of his speed, but his underneath work as well. His routes are on point. All right, man. It's going to be fun to see it first thing on Friday and Saturday. Who's this? I don't even know who this is. What are you talking about? You and Cheeto just going back and forth. That's what's going on. Let's see, Helen, real quick. People grow up and get more mature as they age. You never been a kid. Let's hope. Yeah, let's hope everything works out. And but don't tell it to Brandon Ayuk. Don't tell it to Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all right. So we talked about that. One thing I'll finish it up with this one is they got Jalen Naylor, Tucker, and Benson kind of slotted in as number 1, number 2, number 3, man. Chat, let me know if you feel comfortable with that. Obviously, Brock Bowers is our number 1 target. But the question is, it sounds like that was probably the plan somewhat all along. But Chris and chat, let me know, would you feel comfortable if that's our starting lineup going up to week 1? Jalen Naylor, number 1, Trey Tucker, number 2, Benson, number 3. How comfortable do you feel with that starting lineup going against the Dolphins?
It's disgusting. It's disgusting, man. And the main reason is like, and I know you because you were super big on T-Mac last year. And we all were big on Hurst this year. I mean, it was just like we had opportunities to get guys that are looking good in camp now for other teams, and I don't know. It's tough, man. It's tough thinking that we may be going to war with them, and then not only that, our second round pick from last year is not even in the conversation.
It's gonna be next up.
That is just ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. So it's just like, we really got to put a lot on Kubiak, trying to scheme them guys open. I mean, all three of them do have some speed on them. So, with that, being able to scheme them open, having Brock as our true number 1, like I said, in Madden, we might be all right, but in real life, it's going to be nasty work, man.
Yeah. And Dante, man, you cleaned it up. Saban asked him to leave because of him being toxic. FSU, he was asked to leave as well for the same thing.
See, that's nasty work, man.
Oregon.
That's like some David Arnett type shit.
So, but again, to Helen's point, like sometimes they can just grow up, and hopefully maybe he grew up in Oregon, had his own little come to Jesus moment maybe, and woke up and he's coming ready to work. So let's hope for the best. But obviously we'll keep that in mind as the days goes on if we see some signs. One thing I was saying, and so okay, you're saying we have no choice, guys. This is our receiver room, but in this is, and I know
we had a choice.
This receiver room better work out.
Oh yeah,
because we've now had 2 off seasons and 2 drafts to find ourselves receivers, and we let a pretty good one in Jacoby Myers walk. So you passed up on a ton of receivers last year's draft. You passed up a ton of receivers in this year's draft by trading back and training back. But you also, Chris, to your point, you drafted a Jack Besh. We're going to get to it. We're going to roll right into it. You drafted a Deontay Thornton. So with 2 free agencies, with 2 drafts, and opportunities to draft number 1 high-value receivers, this receiver room better work out.
Oh yeah.
No
Yeah.
excuse.
Yeah. Well,
So, and we're gonna throw it right into this. Is with all the hype of Jalen Naylor getting some burn, you got Trey Tucker getting some catches. Bleak Benson doing his work and doing his thing, looking like there's a connection there going on with Fernando a little bit. I'm not hearing much of Jack Besh. I'm not hearing much of Deontay Thornton. Now I don't know. I as far as I know, they're suiting up. As far as I know, they're out there. They're practicing like everybody else, but we're not hearing anything. And so, chat, let me know. We're talking about a number. We're talking about a second round pick and a fourth round pick when we all had receiver issues, and so we knew this kid had to work or at least be a part of this offense. Are we a little concerned of Jack Besh and Deontay Thornton now that all the hype that we're hearing is of other receivers than this name? Chat, let me know what your thoughts are, Chris. Are you concerned right now that we may have wasted ourselves a second round draft pick?
you know I am. You know I'm sick with it. I'm sick. I was so mad when we got Besh last year, and you know, people got all caught up in his feel good story. Well, not feel good story. I mean, he lost his brother, but you know, just that story of him overcoming, and you know, the dude, he's never been able to get separation, and now what does he do this offseason? Bulks up and gets bigger, and like, and he's still not gonna get no damn separation. So it's just, man, I'm not excited at all to hear about that. Thornton, again, I had some higher hopes for him, because I will say I was happy when we drafted him. I thought that, you know, he could develop into something. I'm not fully giving up on him as of yet, but I hate to see him kind of degressing. I was hoping to see a little step forward, but yeah, I'm not feeling good about these two. I'm not at all. Just to hear that Benson, and I mean even Naylor, like, and Tucker, like, because honestly, we were thinking that, you know, Tucker may be on his way out, you know, with Naylor, and like we're thinking that we were going to have a different plan for our receivers this offseason, but you know, Beck and Thornton, man, not making any noise this offseason is troubling. I know it's still early, but I'm not happy at all.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. We got D-Menace in the building. What's happening, D-Menace?
D-Menace, what's happening?
Pop it up in here, man. Appreciate you. Omega, you're saying I don't think Thornton is making the team. It's a bold
Might
take.
not.
And
Why
if he
not?
does, man, Spytek, man, that is on you. That is tough work. Cheeto, Besh can catch. Routes are decent, but he can't get separation, man. It's kind of what Chris was just saying. Here's the tough part about Besh, man. And Cheeto, you know, we're sitting next to each other. I was not a fan of that pick whatsoever. I thought the Deontay Thornton pick, if it worked out, then I understood the compliment, but I hated it because the first words out of my mouth, couple words, was, I hope it's not a feel good story, and I hope and I knew that was the Jacoby Myers replacement. It was just piss.
Yeah, you called that out. You called that out.
And I think what my issue with Besh is one, he's only 6'1", 6'2" tops.
Right.
So if you put on more weight and you think that's going to help you when you struggle to separate last year,
Right. Right.
you don't have any attribute. You catch the ball, right? When the ball gets there, you catch the ball, right? But it's going to be nothing but contested catches because you're not the best. You're really not the best route runner. That's the hard part about Jack Besh. But when you don't have the speed to get separation, but you bulk up. But if you try to be a tweener, you're 6'1", 6'2". Like, I'm sorry, like you're not even halfway to a tight end. So
and he's not even like he's physical a little bit, but he's not like how Anquan Bolden was, you know, like Anquan or like a Hines Ward that was like a little bit slower, but they were like real physical and they can kind of work. Like, he's not even that type of guy. So it's like, what are you really bringing to the table?
Yeah, like, and that's where it's like, where do you fit in? Because you don't necessarily have, when you're only 6'1", 6'2" tops, not that fast, struggle with getting separation. Then what is your attribute that sets you apart? Like, Deontay Thornton's lucky enough to where he has speed and height.
Right.
Okay, you need to work with that some way, somehow.
Right.
Work.
Right.
Jack Best just got heavier.
Right.
That's all he did. So he's a rookie. Let's hope he can learn. Let's hope he can shock the majority of us. And because at the end of the day, we want everybody to work out. It's just, I just don't know if it's going in the right direction, unfortunately. And with Deontay Thornton, we showed it last year. The problem with Deontay Thornton is he's not good running routes. He's not good running complementary routes. So you can't really trust him in route concepts where you have to run, again, those complementary type of routes. But two, I showed it multiple times last year. He's slow off the line of scrimmage. I showed
Right.
clips where Trey Tucker and Jacoby Myers, none of them are pressed off the line of scrimmage. They're 2.5, 3 yards downfield, and Deontay Thornton hasn't even got off the line of
Right.
scrimmage. Your 4.3 speed is negated when you can't get off the line of scrimmage and you're not even getting pressed. So there's a lot that he has to learn, and it's really worrisome that we're not hearing about Jack Besh and Deontay Thornton, and we're now in year 2, and we're now a week away from our
Yeah.
first season game. So I think it's
Because with Thornton, what? Yeah, I mean, you're so right because, like for me, it was like that hand to hand combat, like just being off the he's taller and skinnier, so that's something that you're going to have to work on. Like I thought I would think he would have been in all kinds of boxing classes or wrestling or whatever, get that hand to hand combat, like because yeah, if you're that slow off the line, like you never will get a chance to get up to that top speed. That it's like by time you're at your top speed, the quarterback's set. So
quarterback's going to respect your speed.
right,
That long
right.
line of scrimmage. Jason Marshall, you got a trade for Kayshon Boutte from New England. There's still smoke. They're going to be traded. Chris,
I like him. But I don't think they trade him. Honestly, I think, especially now, Josh McDaniels and them, they're gonna keep every talented person that they can. I don't think they'll trade him. At least not this year.
They let Diggs walk. You know what I'm saying? So they
Like who? Oh yeah, Diggs. Yeah.
You know?
But then I mean they got what's his name. So
Kayshon Boutte's probably staying over there. We'll see though.
yeah.
And then Helen, I was disappointed in Jacoby Myers. He's usually an excellent blocker, but his blocking was bad last year. His blocking was fine, but it was what?
There was some like early in the season, but I think that time, I think he was like feeling disrespected at that point. Like, and I think someone else said at that point it was like he just probably wasn't trying to get hurt, but yeah, I mean Jacoby, his whole career, he's been known as a team first guy, blocking. So I mean, if he had a little bit of time where he felt disrespected, I mean, whatever. I will never. I'm never putting down Jacoby, man. Jacoby did everything the right way. Class act. He's exactly what we need on this team right now.
And Chris, I think you make a really good point because the moment he went to the Jags, he got back true to form.
Oh, for sure. All of a sudden, Trevor Lawrence is Pro Bowl material. All of a sudden.
So
funny how that works.
He was probably just bitter. And look, because they basically, you ask for a trade and they shut you down instantly. He's like, okay, I need to get prepared for my next team. I'm either getting traded or I'm gone next year, so I'm getting ready for my next team. So, all right, I appreciate everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. Do me a favor, hit that like button, double tap that screen. I'm 805 Raider. My channel's Real Talk Raider Nation. You got Chris Pick Show Podcast on this side. Make sure afterwards, go hit up our guy, the Severe Raider. He's 1/3 of the Raider War Room, man. Go hit him up afterwards. Hit that sub button. All right, let's get to the next one. We're going to talk about the secondary in pieces here, but this one, we got Zeke Masses, man. Hezekiah Masses looks like he's flashing big time in this secondary. A lot of hype coming out of training camp with him. It'll be really good to see him in person in training camp, the open practice next Tuesday as well. But we're going to take this in pieces because you got Hezekiah Masses flashing, but we know that Stu, Stokes. We know Stokes is most likely to be CB1, right? You bring back Eric Stokes. He played well for us last year. He's most likely to be CB1. Chris, I'm going to throw it to you. Chat, let me know what your thoughts are. Man, if Hezekiah Masses, now mind you, I think all three of us, me, Severe, you, when we drafted Hezekiah Masses, that was the one guy that literally out of all the guys in our draft, he was the only one that I had on my kind of draft radar in the late rounds that we picked, that we went with. If Hezekiah Masses, man, balls out, what do you think that means for a guy like Darian Porter? Man, second round draft pick, another guy that we're struggling to get any production of our early rounders. If Hezekiah, man, balls out,
no,
man.
Porter was later. Now remember, we got Porter in like was it third?
He was early third.
Yeah, he was third, I think. Yeah,
okay.
He was third. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, but still early enough to, in year or two, you expect to see something. And again, I think he may be, I mean, a scheme, it might be a scheme thing for him, just our defensive scheme. But yeah, I think Porter's gonna be in trouble. And I think we all kind of thought Porter would be in trouble. Anyway, just kind of when we got, even though Robbie Leonard is he was retained, but I still think the defense was kind of ran by Pete Carroll last year, quite a bit. At least he had his kind of what he wanted to do. But yeah, I think Porter, Porter might be in trouble, but I do like hearing that about Masses. I hope he can continue to grow, but still we got a lot to, we got a lot of work on that for our CBs, man, for sure.
We do, without question. Omega, man, appreciate it. Yeah, Porter was around 3. We traded so much in those, like in that second round and third. We traded all over the place. I couldn't keep track of where those early picks were. But you're right. And then real quick, I'll kind of give my take a little bit, but Larry Vita actually went to Seattle. Vita Vea went to Seattle. I think that happened like yesterday. Vita Vea?
No. Did he?
I saw a report he got picked up by Seattle. Am I tripping? Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think you tripping, man.
Hold on. I thought I heard he got picked up by Seattle for like a third. Hold up.
No, I don't think it. No, he hasn't got traded yet.
Okay, then shit. I'm wrong. My bad. I thought I saw he went to Seattle. My bad. That's on me. Fake news, people. My bad. Look, if Hezekiah Masses takes that CB2 role, I think it'd be. I think it would be. It'd be great because again, it goes back to he was really the only guy that was on my radar that we drafted that entire draft. And so I was excited to get him. We obviously have Jamal McCoy that I think that might be just kind of slow rolling him just to kind of make sure that he stays 100% healthy. It'd be great to see him get out there 100% and doing his thing. Shout out to Severe, man. Severe definitely called that in that round 4.
Yeah.
But I will say, man, and we're going to talk about another player that we picked early on in this year's draft. If Darian Porter doesn't work, I know Chris, you might have been on the live that we were talking. I'm like, we have 2 drafts now with Johnspytek, and it just feels like this guy likes to draft projects.
Bro, it's we always get in that point where it's like we get a guy that wants to try to outsmart everybody. Always trying to and that's why it just pisses me off, man. Like you look at, these other teams that draft the obvious choice and it works out. We're trying to outsmart everyone and find a diamond. You're not going to find the maxxcrosbys every year. Like just get who you're supposed to get and rock with it. And that's why that video you showed me about, Spytek talking about, after he got Crawford, like even he knew Crawford wasn't supposed to be the pick. He knew it. He literally said it. So I'm not sure if everyone saw that. I'm not even sure if you were going to play that video, but even Spytek knew. Like, and that's frustrating as a fan to see that. Like, what do you mean you're going to take this violent edge rusher instead of the guy that that we need?
So if you guys don't, so in the second episode of Behind the Shield, they were going through kind of the draft process. They had all the guys mic'd up, Spytek, Kubiak, all the some of the scouts and everything. They had everybody mic'd up, and I was watching the Behind the Shield, and right before they were leading up to the Crawford pick, Spytek traded back, and they're all excited. They're all high-fiving, and Spytek was like, "We got 2 extra picks in the 3rd round." Where they were all excited, right? And then what ends up happening is they go to Spytek, and Spytek looks over at Clint Kubiak and says, "Ooh, is Crawford still there? That's Robbie's guy." And he got all excited, and then they go to another clip right before they put the pick in, where Spytek basically says, "Man, I like the edgy, nasty guy instead of the guy we really need."
Yeah.
That's what he said to Robbie Leonard. Robbie Leonard's sitting right there, and he said, "I like the edgy, nasty guy besides the guy we really need." And so, look, if Crawford works out, that's great. If he's a piece of the puzzle, that's great. But if he doesn't, this is kind of the Spytek's just thought process.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he knew, and I forget, Chris, you might have said it. You responded with, and because I sent you guys a comment in our chat. You said, "I wonder who the guy is that we really needed."
Yeah. Exactly.
And we went with the nasty, edgy guy.
Right. Right.
So again,
and it probably was a receiver because you and again salute to Severe, but when Spytek was saying that to Kubiak, Kubiak didn't have much of a reaction. Like it was almost like he was like unimpressed when we said we're getting Crawford, but that might just be Kubiak. That Severe said that was his face after the Super Bowl, so whatever. But I mean, he doesn't seem to like thrill, but it makes me think that it was like one of the receivers that was on the board that we could have got. Like that's who we needed, because everyone knows we needed a receiver, but he wanted the mean, nasty edge guy. So I don't know, man.
Hey, Omega Alex, I maintain it was Hurst. We're all hoping. We're like, all of us were sitting in the Pittsburgh stadium watching the draft because we all went to Pittsburgh. And when we saw Hurst and even Chris Brazzell, which even though I heard Chris Brazzell actually had a season-ending injury, which sucks, but we saw these players pop up, like a Denzel Boston, just kind of sitting there. There were so many players that were just ripping through, and it was bad. It was tough.
Yeah.
But all that to say, if Darian Porter doesn't work out, then it seems like that's a Spytek pick. It seems like that's a guy that is a former receiver, only had 1 year of experience at the corner position, and then he just doesn't work out. And so, it's tough. It's going to be tough to kind of swallow, given the fact that Spytek, man, your early rounders are looking a little suspect. So,
because for me, it's like whenever you get these project players, man, it's like you gotta have the time to develop them. Like we always get these project players, but then we're switching coaches, and like we can never see it all the way through. I think one of the only ones that kind of worked out was I think Malcolm Kuntz, because I mean I feel like he was under the same system for at least long enough, and then we finally it slowly started to kind of click on for him. So we were able to be patient with them, but like everyone else, it's like we get these projects, and they change coaches or we change philosophies, and they can never truly become who we need them to be.
Yeah, and John, man, you're coming in. You're saying So if we get rid of Spytek because of his picks, are we looking for another coach again? I'm not saying we're getting rid of Spytek. I think Spytek's here. Yeah, I think he's here for probably the next 3 years with Kubiak easily.
Yeah.
So the pick's not my like Kubiak hire or Spytek hiring Kubiak. I think bought Spytek at least a minimum another 2, possibly 3 years.
Absolutely.
You know, so I don't think we're hitting the reset button anytime soon. And Cheeto, you're saying that's why we got Kubiak 3 years at least for these projects. I think Kubiak's on like a 5-year contract too. So we'll see. So we're gonna get into this one, right? We just talked about Zeke Masses, man. Again, appreciate everybody. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Appreciate everybody popping up in here. You got Chris Pick Show podcast on this side. I'm Raider 5 Raider. Definitely after this, go hit up our guy, the Severe Raider. We're gonna be there home opener, week 1. Hit us up. Come party, chill out. We're gonna have a good time. And I don't know what this is, but shout out to this.
That's my brother. That's my boy, man. That's my boy. Salute to my boy Jonte, man.
Shout out. I don't know what Jules do, but they something. So we appreciate y'all, man.
Salute to my brother, man.
So let's do this. Next one. This is going to be an interesting one, and I'm going to kind of let me go back. I'm going to set this one up a little bit, and then Chris, I definitely want to get your take on it, right? Trayden Stukes, slow start. He's not starting. He is not in the starting lineup, and he was a 2nd round draft pick. I'm going to set this up. I'll say what's up to Taddy, what's going on, and we got some more.
Salute to the Jewels. I don't even know what the Jewels. I've been out the game so long. I don't even know what the Jewels are, man. But salute to wherever it is. Salute to y'all, man.
We got Cheeto throwing them out there. We got John throwing them out there. I think if you watch enough, you can throw jewels out there like that, but you only have so many. And once you throw them out there, you lose them, but then you can recoup them later on. I don't know. But
salute to y'all, man. Salute to y'all.
Appreciate any support we can get up with this. So I'm going to preface this because I'll set this up. I want to say it was 2 weeks ago, prior to training camp starting. Myself, Severe, we're on, and okay, Cheeto, you have a bunch. I bet Chris come much later and send them to us. Okay.
Hey, I'll send them back. Hey, I got you. You probably got to show me how to do it. I don't know how to do. I feel old. I feel like my pops or something. Seeing the internet for the first time. You got to show me how to do it, Cheeto.
I mean, chat, let me know if you guys have any concerns. Trayden Stukes is not started, right? And I said this 2 weeks ago before training camp started. I was curious where Stukes was going to fit in when it comes to this whole defensive back room, because we traded for Teron Johnson, right? We got Teron Johnson, veteran, nickel corner. He can play safety. He can play corner. We got Jeremy Chin that's going to play more up in the box. Trayden Stukes feels like more of a box safety to me, but maybe they'll play him at a free. Not exactly sure. But Isaiah Polamalu, I've said it. I think Isaiah Polamalu played fairly well for us 2 seasons ago. But I think the cover 3 completely just hurt him because he's not a cover 3 safety. So I think just at the end of the day, the scheme hurt a lot of our defensive backs. But I'm looking at this defensive backfield with the talent that we already have, and I'm sitting there going, I don't know where he fits unless he is this shining talent that really thrives and does well. I don't know where he fits. So do we potentially have yes, it is. SoCal. Yes, it is. Because we got TK doing some more. So make it rain all over the place. Appreciate y'all. I don't know where Trayden Stukes fits in this defensive backfield, and I was sitting there going, are we going to find ourselves with a 2nd round pick not starting? And so the question is, Chris, do you have some concern? Do you have some concern given the fact that he's a second round pick and he's not even getting starting reps to start training camp? Chat, let me know. Hit that hashtag. Gotta say what's up to our guy Daniel Kim in the building. I panned it
DK.
as well. Chris, do you got some concern, man, with this?
Hey, you know how I felt when we drafted Stooks. You know how I felt. I
We all
yeah.
know. We all
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was not happy, man. And again, it's not that I don't like the kid. It's just the other needs that were there, man. The other need because Boston was there at that point, wasn't he?
Boston was sitting there.
It's just little stuff like that, man. So it's
It
like,
was the Boston. It was the Caden McDaniels. If you wanted to D tackle,
yeah,
uh,
yeah,
like there was plenty of talent at a position of need.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's kind of TK. He said, wait, so I just made it rain. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
Sure did.
Um, but yeah, man, yeah, I want Stooks to do well. And the thing is, it's like the guy he can play. I just didn't necessarily want him at that spot, just with other people that were on the board. Um, but I expect my second round pick if you don't start, you need to start like more than halfway throughout the year. And I just don't see him being a contributor, at this point. So I don't know, man. It just doesn't sit well. I expect a lot out of my second round picks, man. And if we go 2 years in a row with swinging and a miss, that's really gonna piss me off, man.
There are a couple comments. Raider. This is Raider John. Wasn't this Raider Ryan back in the day? I'm looking at the picture.
Huh?
I thought this was Raider Ryan back in the day, but I'm seeing John Raider. I don't know if you switched up your name. I don't know.
Wait, is that Big John?
Oh, no, that's not Big John.
Oh,
But either way, you're saying
I
Stooks.
feel like he changed his name. Yo,
Cool Cat. Maybe Stooks needs to showcase his skills in preseason. I Panda. Not worried this early in camp. Defense is still getting figured out. If it's the end of preseason, I'd be more worried. They're on Cheeto. Yeah, hey, hit me up if you get in town early tomorrow. We'll link up. If not, man, Friday, man. It's gonna
John Leon. Yeah,
John Leon. That's what it was.
yeah. I was about to say, yeah. I was like, he switched his name.
He did. See, I pay attention sometimes. Um,
Cheeto.
what I fucking Cheeto. This is what can be very frustrating about OTAs, training camp, preseason, is we like to sugarcoat a lot. We sugarcoat so much at this point. Everything works out. Everything is for a reason. Everything, the coaching staff is doing this because of this and that, and it's gonna work out. Like we sugarcoat so much, but as Raider fans, we know we've been shit for so long. And I'm sorry, at this point, the safety position, when you draft them in the second round, you should be starting day one. You should be slotted in day one and you're on the field. Because as it stands right now, we don't have too many starters. Fernando Mendoza, different story. Quarterback, that's whatever. I get the development, that's fine. But in second round, Jack Besh wasn't a starter. We got Deontay Thornton, didn't start. We have two third rounders last year out of Charles Grant and Caleb Rogers.
Caleb Rogers. Well,
Right?
yeah.
This year, Trey Zune may not start. Kieran Crawford, rotational piece. Like, we need to find starters. Day
Need to
one,
find starters. Yeah.
this
Well,
is the way that you develop. And I'll tell you right now, the safety position is easily transferable to the NFL. You can find a safety in the second round and they should be starting day one. And this is the problem that we've been having is we don't draft players that are day one starters.
yeah.
And we could have gotten a Denzel Boston. I know, Chris, man, you like Denzel Boston a lot. I thought Denzel Boston was a solid receiver.
Yeah.
I promise you he would be starting day one today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there could have been a D tackle in that second round that probably could have been starting day one in the starting rotation. Bang, locked in, right? But that's the problem that we always fall into as Raider fans is we sugarcoat so much. And I'm gonna tell you right now, um, I want I want a guy that's gonna start day one. Trading Stukes not starting, one pisses me off and it worries me
Yeah.
because there was so much talent left on that board in the second round that if he doesn't work out, I'm just gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. I see DK saying the volumes are different. My bad. Maybe I'm just too far away. I think I'm still
Yeah, I'm
low.
about to say, your mic's been a little low.
Still low.
Oh,
I'm gonna speak
there you
up.
go. It sound a little better.
Use my big boy voice. So I understand people want to say um that he might be development or it could happen later on or what have you. No, I want somebody day one as a starter. When you draft him in the second round, I want you started, especially at the safety position. When it's when it's a again when it's a quarterback or what have you, those are the positions that you need to develop. And we talked about it early on. I'm okay with Fernando Mendoza sitting a little bit. That's fine. That's a very hard transition. It's the hardest transition in sports, probably. But the safety position, no. You start day one, and we've had so many issues at this point with drafting rotational players or backup players early on that it's starting to become a trend with our guy Spytek. Chris, what's your thoughts on that overall?
Yeah, no, I mean, for sure. We just got to find the starters. We just have to. I mean, at the end of the day, um, yeah, it drives me crazy. It really does. And I kind of want to bring up Panda's comment. So he said I was watching TDL yesterday, and they said Kyle Hamilton didn't look good year one. We just have to be patient. But Kyle Hamilton was a special type of athlete. Like, coming out of college, like you knew Kyle Hamilton really had it. So it was just a matter of time. But I just with Stooks, I just don't, I don't see. And plus he's older as well. So it's like to me, you can't even compare Hamilton to Stooks. I like Hamilton a lot coming out of college, but I love to have him.
Oh yeah.
But so I don't know, man. I just think that um we just gotta make better decisions at the end of the day. Get some guys and get on the field.
And that's the part that in iPanda, um, that's the part that is really tough. Is you say Kyle Hamilton didn't look good year one. You have to be patient. It feels like we have to be patient with literally everybody we've drafted.
Right.
Why can't we be the ones that literally pick an absolute stud and like hit the ground
Right.
and we're good?
Get a guy that's ready. Yeah, we had to be patient with Tyree. You know, and then like another example, you see again, I was watching Hard Knocks with the Seahawks. You see what's his name? Weatherspoon. The cornerback that they got.
Yep.
A guy that I won. I mean, he wasn't on the board when we drafted, but still, it was like you see these guys, they hit the ground running. They're about to get their second contract. Meanwhile, our guy, we already didn't had to trade him away because he was a project. We had to be paid. Like, how come we can't get a guy that can hit the ground running, like a Jalen Carter? Like, we always got to get a guy that's a project, and hopefully down the line he'll develop into something, and it never happens. I'm tired of being patient, man.
I'm with you because we said this after the draft. Is now we see a trend with Spytek, right? His first draft pick, Ashton Genty, small school guy, had a great college, senior or last year of college, right? Historical last year of college, but small school. Went played in a conference that guys don't get drafted the NFL in.
Right.
He's playing against defenses that are literally not even peaking out of the top 100 in defenses. So he was still somewhat of a developmental guy, but you also then had to follow it up with actually bolstering that offensive line. Didn't do it. Then you get a Jack Besh, tied in his entire college career, 1 year experience at receiver. Darian Porter, safety or receiver.
Yeah, receiver. Yeah.
then 1 year of
Yeah.
quarterback experience,
Yeah.
right? And then you go Caleb Rogers, which was a former tackle. Now you're converting him to guard. Then you got Charles Grant, small
Brandon Parker
school.
Grant.
Like it's
William
just
and Mary wrestler.
it's that what I'm saying? Like it just seems like everything is developmental, and you're seeing it translate to the field where we're sitting there going, where are these guys? What's happening? So why can't we just be the one that get the guy that we should have drafted, day one starter, and they're slotted in and they're ready to go? Not saying it always works out, but if the pick makes sense, then you can rock with it.
Right.
But right now, a lot of our picks don't even make sense.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
like
saying?
we need more picks like Brockbowers. It's like when we knew, I know some people didn't want him, but it's like at least you knew that we're getting dog and he's going to be a dog on day one. And I know I was real big on JPJ when we got him. It's like I knew when JPJ got on that field, he was going to be a dog. I mean, like that's what we need. Like I know a lot of us was talking crazy about who was the GM that year? What's his name? You know what I'm talking about. But Zeke, not Zeke. It was Ziegler.
Yeah, Ziegler. Yeah, my bad.
Ziegler. Yeah, so Ziegler. Yeah, a lot of us talking crazy about him, but Ziegler got 3 starters in his draft class. You know, because he got Bowers, he got JPJ, and he got
Telesco. No,
Telesco. My bad. Yeah, Telesco. Yeah,
there he is.
He got Bowers, JPJ, and what's his name, and Glaze. He got 3 starters in his draft. Like that's what we need. That should be the expectations, man.
100%. And shout out to Telesco because not only did he knock out the park really the first 3 rounds, and JPJ is getting some high praise so far, but he went and got Caleb Von Chase on last second. He was able to actually get some guys.
Yeah.
Helped us out and produced when Malcolm Kuntz goes down, and now you're in a crunch, and you went and got a guy that actually, I think most of the nation wanted to bring back.
Yeah. Chase on, and then didn't he get what's his name? What was the other undrafted guy that they ended up getting a DUI? But I mean,
Charles Snowden.
Yeah, Snowden. Did he get Snowden or was that Ziegler? That may have been Ziegler actually. That may have been Ziegler. Oh, that was Telesco?
Telesco. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So look, and then what is more frustrating, and again, we're just ranting at this point. What's more frustrating is last year's draft, you follow up with all these guys that are basically like project guys, and then what do? You followed up with Tommy Malott and Cam Miller in the 6th round.
Bro, come on, man. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like you go development, but then 2 small school guys that don't even make the team. It's like, where do your draft picks ultimately end up?
Right.
But then, this year we could talk a little bit about the defense. And did we go pick up Quay Walker and Nakobe Dean and bolster this linebacker room? Of course, I like the pickups. I'm not gonna deny that pickups. I think we're good. I think we did a really good job in free agency for the most part of the defense. But shit, last year's free agency, you picked Alice Kappa,
bro,
to bolster this
nasty work, man.
Guard spot. So there's just too much history right now, or at least 2 years worth to figure out. Okay, Spytek, who are you really? So we'll see. We'll see just kind of how it works out. But because we haven't been on in a quick minute, and Chris, you're finally back with us. What are your thoughts? We picked up Quay Walker. We picked up Nakobe Dean. How do you think that's kind of going to help the defense a little bit, right? The linebackers do a good job of flying a little bit. I think a lot of people are talking big about Quay Walker right now.
Yeah.
We're using him. What do you think about the linebacker room? And do you think that's going to definitely help this defense just improve from last year?
No, absolutely. I think I think this offseason, I think at the linebacker position, we did very well. I think, getting Quay, getting Dean, getting my boy Quiddy Pay down on the line. Like I think we went and got some guys that can come in and make some noise. So no, I'm glad, because I feel like over the last few years we were just kind of throwing stuff together, because I know we we went and got we made what's his name into a, you know, from a safety to a linebacker last year. Had my boy Devin, what's his name? Devin White. Had my boy Devin White, that experiment. I don't care what nobody say. Devin was all right. But you know, we tried a lot of experiment, but I think we got some guys that can fly around and get after it. You know, that can diagnose some plays. So I feel pretty good about the linebackers. And probably the best I've felt in a while, to be honest.
Yeah, Chad, let me know how you feel about the linebackers. Chris, what's your confidence level now that the draft is done? Linebackers are in place. We kind of see what our defense looks like, right? We're rolling in with the linebacker or the personnel we have on defense. Confidence level in Robbie Leonard. Chad, let me know what your confidence level in Robbie Leonard is. Chris, do you think he's got what it takes?
See, that's the thing. I can't lie, because I was not happy when we retained him and promoted him. I don't think he deserved it. I don't think he's done anything. I mean, I do like his energy. He's a fiery guy. You know, he's a guy that you want to hear mic'd up. You know, he has that energy, but yeah, he's another guy who's got to wait and see. You know, I don't know how he's going to be able to play chess against, you know, Bieniemy and Andy Reid. Like, I don't know how that's going to look when he's going against what's his name, Mike McDaniel and Harbaugh. I don't know how he's going to do against Sean Payton and, you know, the little whiz kid they got over there running their offense. Like, I don't know if he's going to be able to play chess with those guys. So,
yeah,
you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, especially with everyone else is kind of young in their role on our team, you know, whether it's the head coach, the OC, you know, our GM still new. So it's like I wanted a veteran on the defensive side of the ball that we wouldn't have to worry about. I just feel like everyone has to develop at the same time, and it could get ugly. I hope it works out, but my confidence level in Robbie is not that high. And again, maybe it's just because I'm tainted, but because, you know, we're like beaten dogs. You know, we've been beat for so long, but I can't say I have the most confidence in Robbie right now.
and I don't know if you're around kind of when I said it, and I said this really early on. When it comes to Robbie, I like Robbie Leonard, right? I like him. I think he's done some really good things with the defensive line. And I think my biggest concern is when you wait as long as we did to
Yeah.
hire a head coach, then it's kind of slim pickings on your the rest of your coaching staff, right? So there was 11 head coaching vacancies last year.
Yeah.
There was 11. We were the last one to hire on a head coach. So all those other 10 head coaching vacancies got to go out and go get the coordinators
Get
and
their
go
guy.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that, where we had to wait. And so was this just kind of it just made sense because Robbie Leonard had a relationship with the players and let's just get him in? You know,
Well,
like,
I mean, even I don't know if you remember, but Spytek was kind of like the one that went to Kubiak, like, hey, I want you to talk to Robbie. Like, it was almost like he was kind of pushed up on him, you know. So, and again, Kubiak came in and he could have said no or whatever, but it was one of those things where it's like, hey, I want you to meet Robbie, you know, talk to Robbie. And then you know, when he interviewed, I guess he impressed him, but it was just one of those things like, you know, yeah, we got him so late, and that happens when you get a Super Bowl winning quarterback, and of course he can't take everybody from the Seahawks. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if it doesn't work out, if he can pull the trigger and get someone else in here, but I don't know. I hope it works out, but Robbie, he definitely wasn't my first choice.
no, neither was mine. Again, it's just, was it Clint Kubiak's first choice? I can't believe it was. So we'll see how it works out. I hope Robbie Leonard can come in, and I will say, I love, and I said this before, I love the fact he's going to a 3-4. I love the fact that he's
Yeah, I
gonna
remember you saying that.
the field. And when you bring Quay Walker into the mix, when we were talking about draft before the draft happened, I felt like, because a lot of people loved what's the kid, Ohio State linebacker, Sonny Styles, I think it was.
Oh no, they like the other one.
Yeah,
But I mean, Sonny too. But yeah, you talking about the other one that was getting? I forgot his name already.
I went to
Yeah,
Washington, right? Top pick.
yeah.
it's like that was our Quay Walker, right? Like we already
Yeah.
got a guy. So
Yeah.
what I loved about bringing in Quay Walker was that you could be so versatile with him. Like you could line him up anywhere. And it sounds like that's what we're starting to do. You can line him up as an off ball. You could line him up off the edge. You can actually spit him out and use him as more of like an overhang. So
Yarvo Reese. Yeah.
Orval Reese.
Yeah.
And so, in my opinion, I think switching to a 3-4 and having Quay Walker, I think it could be deadly. So I hope Robbie Leonard can do it right, use it right, function properly within just the flexibility you have with the 3-4. And we'll see just kind of how it works out. So I'm excited, but at the same time, I also think that was Clint Kubiak's really only choice.
How do you think how do you think Max is gonna how do you think he'll do in a 3-4? To be honest, knowing what we know about him, sometimes gap containment. Like to me, I think it could go either way. I think there's a possibility he could regress, but then I think he can go off too. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know how they're going to use Max versus Quiddy Pay. Is
Right.
Quiddy Pay going to be the kind of the DN that has a hand in the ground, and
He's
it's more of that stable DN, and Max
yeah.
can be in that just 2-point off the edge and just going
Yeah.
all day long? I don't know which one it's going to be, because if Max has to have his hand on the ground and he's constantly crowded with either offensive linemen or tight ends, that's where Max gets in trouble.
Right.
Because
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
like he'll just try to slip inside because he's wants
Yeah, and take himself way out to play. He'll take himself way out to play.
down.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they're gonna. That's where, like, when they get their reps in preseason, I want to see where they playing Max. Is gonna be more of hand the dirt, or more of like a stand up edge rusher? I'm just getting the quarterback all day long. That's gonna determine to me what I think Max might do in this 3-4. But shout out to Severe. UDFA seeing Sloan already beating out Eichenberg. Where's Jamba? Where's Jamba at? Silver Sun, are you saying you guys think Max will get 15 sacks to pass Howie Long this year? All right, Chris, what do you think? What do you think?
Man, I don't want to answer that because I always seem though pessimistic. I hope so. I'll put it that way. I hope he does. I absolutely hope he does. I want Max to have just one of those like, you know, knocking on the door of 20 sacks type of season, man, where he, he's really that guy. He's really getting home. I hope. To answer the question, I hope. He has the ability. He has the ability. It's just he has to make it happen.
When it comes to Max, the hard part is that in order for Max to get up to 15 sacks, we got to be in situations where
they have to pass.
Games,
yeah,
and the offense is dropping back to pass at least 35 times a game.
Right.
We've never really been in that in the recent years. And so, Max just doesn't have that many opportunities to get after a quarterback, because when it comes to halfway through the third quarter, going to the fourth, the opposing offense is just running the ball to actually just drain the clock.
Right.
And so, I think in order for Max to even sniff 15 sacks, we got to be decent. You know what I'm saying? We have a decent defense to get offenses in a 3rd and 12 situation. So I don't think Max gets to 15. I think a good season for Max is 12 to 13 sacks. I think that's a really good season for him. And if he does that, I think that's good. I don't see a world where he gets to 15, because I just don't think we're going to be that good.
Yeah. Yeah. And plus, I think he has to still be strong, against the run, get his tackles for loss like usual. Yeah, I agree there. Get his hand on the ball. One thing I want to see, get those strip sacks, man. That's what I care about more than anything. I mean, get the ball out. Get the ball out, man.
Great turnovers. We got Big John. Big John in here, man. Good seeing you, Big John.
Big John. That's my guy. I wonder if Big John has he finally realized that Kubiak's our coach?
Oh, no. You just said it. I'll look for the comment. He stays truth. He speaks truth to his world. TK worried about the depth at linebacker position with Dean's injury history. I think that's fair.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Um,
I haven't heard much about Kuntz. There been worried about Kuntz?
I haven't heard much about Kuntz, but I mean, now's the time to shine with the edge rushers.
Yeah.
When you actually put pads on and stuff. I think now's the time to
So
shine.
he lost the starting spot though, huh? Yeah, and in a 3-4, is he more of an edge? Like a
I
true
think he's
linebacker?
see him. Man, again, it depends on how they play Max.
I can't see him being a 3-4 end.
Yeah,
He wouldn't be.
He's gonna be. I swear, I think it's him and Crawford because they've seen two in the same. Him and Crawford.
Yeah,
Same
but
athleticism, body type, the whole nine.
Yeah.
So, I Panda, will Robbie have a better ranked unit than PG last year? What did we finish on defense? I don't know. It wasn't great.
I think at least I think Robbie's going to want to. He'll be able to do what he wants to do, whereas PG he was in handcuffs last year with that defense. Like he was in hand, so that wasn't really PG's defense, to be honest. I can't let him go out like that.
That's a very good point. Definitely don't want PG going down like that because PG, that cover 3 was all Pete Carroll. We all know that.
Yeah.
I Panda hate the amount of talk Max does. He better have 15.
Yeah.
Gotta be that face.
With them rap songs.
John Leone, man, with the super chat. Appreciate you, big dog. You're saying Max don't want to come off the field, but can't cover. He is trade bait. I think based on what the Ravens situation was, Spytek already spilled his cards. I think Spytek is willing to trade him if the opportunity is available. So I think at the trade deadline, if we aren't, let's say by what's the trade deadline? Usually like week 9-ish.
Yeah, something like that.
If we're something like 2-7.
Oh yeah, he's out of there. Yeah.
Filling phone calls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, Chris, what's your thoughts? Do you think there's a good chance or there's a big possibility Max is out the building by the trade deadline?
If it gets ugly, I mean, if the season goes the way that I think from a record standpoint, the way we think it will go, because I think we'll get the win week 1, and then we'll lose a couple, and then I think we'll sprinkle that second win, and then we go on that run where I think we're not going to see a win for a while. And I think that's around there. I think that's during the trade deadline. So you can start seeing Max getting upset, fan base getting a little tired. I mean, that might be the time. And again, I hope that's not the case, but if we're 2-7 going into the trade deadline, like what do you do? What do you do, man? At some point, Max is going to want to play for some games that mean something in December and in January. So, and we got to do what's best for our long-term future plans. So,
I think Max embraced the trade. I think he was ready for it.
Yeah, no, he was, but it was one of those things that when it didn't play out, he had to say all the right things and act the right way. But Max said it. He was ready to go to the Flock Nation, bro. He was ready. He was ready.
So, but yeah, John, man, appreciate the super chat. We got Bueno. What's going on, big dog? What's happening, man? You got JD's in the building as well. From what I've been hearing, the defense is going to be more of a 4-2 than a 3-4. I got my take on that. Chris, what's your thoughts on that? Do you think because we didn't get to go, we got Brandon Cleveland.
Yeah.
Last round, right? Looked like a true kind of nose tackle. He's a big.
I liked him, man. Yeah, I haven't heard much about him, but I like him. He's one of the few I like.
Do you think based on personnel, we're going to be more of like a 4-2 than a 3-4, given the fact that, again, Lucky Tashi's out. God damn it, Lucky Tashi.
Oh yeah, yeah. And and that's the thing. Like if you're gonna like be patient with someone, he's the one that you need to be patient with. If you're gonna be patient, shit.
How's Lucky Tashi out the building, man?
Yeah, man. Oh, Locky, man. But yeah, because I get what JD's saying because I mean, yeah, we did get Cleveland, but it's like if we're gonna do a 3-4, you still got to really have that dominant nose. I still don't think we did that. I still don't think we did that, man. So
No.
I don't know, but I mean, I do think we're gonna do 3-4. But honestly, if we did do a 4-2, I wouldn't mind it. But there's no way in the NFL. I mean, I think the 3-4 give you more flexibility.
Yeah, here's my thing, because I was kind of saying this before the draft, is depending on what we do at the draft is going to dictate, I think, what type of defense we're going to run. Because just because you say you're going to run a 3-4 doesn't mean you're going to run a traditional nose tackle.
Yeah, you're not gonna be based that much anyway.
Yeah, and now we're hearing that Tonka Hemingway is getting some burn, and they're starting to talk a little bit about him kind of flashing in practice. Tonka Hemingway is not. I don't even see Tonka Hemingway as a traditional 3-4 type of D tackle or end, literally, because he's what I think he's only 6'2",
Yeah,
maybe 6'3", 285, 290
yeah, yeah.
most.
Yeah,
That's more of like a D tackle 4-3
yeah,
guy, 4-3
yeah,
type of D tackle. So it's gonna be really interesting, just kind of how we play it. And so, but because we did not prioritize a true nose tackle, I wouldn't be surprised if we show more of like a 4-3 type of look.
yeah.
Um, Severe, man, difference is only time Coons took a mental rep is when he tore his ACL.
Yeah, old Crawford. Yeah.
Shit. Um,
Yeah, because it's like, man, because if we do go to a 3-4, yeah, it's like because then what do we do with Booker? I mean,
get him out of there. God damn it.
yeah, I mean, we still got Booker, still got well, we got your boy, what Lalu. We
Laulu,
still
he's still
yeah.
there.
I don't know, man. That I ain't gonna lie. That defensive tackle room. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how that shakes out.
Yeah,
Cause we can't keep that many.
cannot.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting. I'm with you 100%.
Yeah.
And so we'll see. Again, we'll see just kind of how it plays out.
Hey, salute to my guy, man.
Shout out to it. But look, at the end of the day, we do have in the deep tackle room. Not saying everybody's great, but it definitely is a deep D tackle room. We'll see kind of how it plays out. That's what makes preseason so interesting, right? And what's crazy is that we have our first preseason game next week. And shit, it's not even first preseason game next week. What's wild is the Hall of Fame game is tomorrow.
Oh shit, it is.
It
You know
is.
what? One of my buddies is actually going to that game. Yeah, I forgot about
Oh,
that.
really?
Damn. Yeah, I mean, it's here in Ohio, so
Yes, we do know what to do with Booker. Jesus Christ. But look, at the end of the day, we want to talk a little bit about training camp before we get out of here. If you guys are in town this Friday, hit me up on IG. Myself, Cheeto Linus, LV Raider Nate. Shout out to him. He's out here in the Vegas area now. He's living here.
that's
We're gonna do
fire, man.
an event on Friday after training camp. We're gonna go to training camp on Saturday. So hit us up if you're gonna be out here. I'll be at open practice on Tuesday at Allegiant Stadium. So if you out here, hit me up. We're gonna do a little bit of a meetup beforehand as well. But myself, Chris, as well as Severe, we're gonna be out here home opener. Hit us up. We're gonna have a little fun. Chris, let everybody know what's going on week 3 in New Orleans when you guys tear down the
Hey,
city?
New Orleans, man, we turning up, man. Turning up. Me and my guys, we having it's gonna be a fire private party at down right on Bourbon Street, man. So definitely gonna get it in. My boy Severe gonna be there, my boy Turf's gonna be there, Myra G and her whole crew. They're the one that's actually throwing it. Private party, all you can eat, all you can drink, top shelf liquor, all that. So you know how we get down. Got DJs coming in from Oakland. It's gonna be a party, man. So salute to the crew. Salute to the Black Hole. They're gonna be part of it as well, man. So we're gonna definitely get it in. So week 3, if anyone's gonna be out there in New Orleans, holler at us. But forget that, the home opener. I'm gonna be there with my brother 805 and Severe, Turf, Cheeto, everybody. So it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be a mess. That's what it's gonna be. Big John's gonna get out of here, but you're saying,
hey, Bueno, the cashmere hat, it has to come out. That the cashmere hat will come out during that. You already know what it is.
It's gonna be what?
You already know. You already know that hat's coming out, baby.
It's gonna be dirty. Xavier, you're saying you're gonna be there? Shout out to you, big dog. Man, let us know.
Come holler at us.
Yeah, hit us up for sure. Big John, you're saying no one cares about preseason, bro. Hey, there's preseason. Hey, there's a lot to look at preseason. We're gonna break it all down. We're gonna have some fun, man.
That might be y'all's only chance to see Mendoza. Y'all better pay attention.
100%. We're probably gonna go. I'm gonna hit my guys with Chris and Severe, with Cheeto as well as Jeff. See if they want to go live for the game against Houston. So definitely tap in. We might do a live for that. That'll be fun. Severe, man, you're saying Carson Beck is starting tomorrow.
Is he?
Yeah.
Damn, where'd he go again? Arizona. Where's he at? Arizona?
Yeah, he's at Arizona.
Uh-huh.
So
yeah, I'm gonna see what old Carson Beck do.
Hey, I got a lot of crap 2 lives ago. People were starting literally sending me messages because I said, look, obviously y'all know I had Ty Simpson number 1.
Yeah.
But I had Carson Beck number 2 and Fernando Mendoza number 3.
Did you? I don't remember. No, I don't remember that. Yeah, Beck. You had Beck in front of Mendoza.
It was always because the talk was Ty Simpson, Fernando Mendoza. But I had Carson Beck. I would have taken Carson Beck before Fernando, and really, it's because of pure experience. And
he's played a lot of ball.
The body of work that he had, because it's all about not what you.
Oh, I know they were on your ass when you said that.
Oh yeah. Like if I ranked the quarterbacks, I never ranked the quarterbacks. The talk was always Ty Simpson versus Fernando Mendoza. But if I ranked them, I would have went Ty Simpson, Carson Beck, Fernando Mendoza. Like that would have been my 3. Yeah, people didn't like that, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll see how Carson Beck does.
I can't even lie. I couldn't. I'm not the biggest Mendoza guy, but I couldn't put Beck in front of Mendoza. There's no way. There's nowhere.
For me though, it's like the body of work. It's
no, I get it. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Of starting caliber, or just starts that he had, the teams that he played on, just the amount of teams that he had to be the guy, the amount of shootouts that he was in. I mean, Carson Beck has plenty of tape where he had to literally beat you with his arm. Go look back at the Miami team last year. His number 1 receiver was a true freshman. Right.
Yeah,
so
Tony.
At the end of the day, for me, yeah, I would have taken Carson Beck over Fernando. But yeah, I got some hate. I had some fun. So look at Big John.
What's in that can? What's in that can?
I know.
Linda, the building. What's going on, Linda?
Good seeing you, Linda. Appreciate you popping up in here. But Chris, man, let everybody know where they can find you. Just before everybody pops out, we rock out on Wednesdays. We're gonna start back up Sundays after the preseason game. Everything's getting started. We're gonna have some fun. But Chris, let everybody know where they can find you. What you got popping throughout the week.
Yeah, man, I'm just getting back into it, man. I haven't been doing much, man. That's why YouTube's been kind of mad at me. They ain't pushing my stuff. So make sure you guys hit the like button on the way out, man. Let I got getting their good graces again, man. But just on the show, my guys, me and my boy Dub, gonna start doing our show again. Eventually, I'm a try to do a solo show again, but the the Raiders got to get my motivation back up, man. I just they take a lot out of you, man. So again, this year I'm just trying to do a wait and see, man. I love my team, but they're gonna have to show me that they're gonna put some fight in. But anyway, every Wednesday, every Sunday with my boys, you guys can catch me on Protect the Chill podcast on all social media platforms. I'm usually yelling at somebody or calling somebody out their name and doing all kinds of stuff, getting kicked out of groups and stuff like that. That's what I do. But anyway, that's where you can find me. And make sure if you guys are going to be there for the opener, come holler at us. Me, 805 Severe. It's always a movie with us, man. Always a movie with us. So come kick it with us.
It's going to be fun as long as we stay off that bridge. As long as we stay off that bridge.
Stay off the bridge.
Stay off the bridge. But hey, Xavier, man, J-Lot, yeah, man, I'll be in J-Lot. I'm there basically every home game. And shout out to my guy that's in the middle of J-Lot. He's got his open bar. He just takes donations. He's got a full bar. Go hit him up. Go see what's up, man. The guy, hey, he does his work, man. A lot of effort.
He does his work.
California. It's sick, man, what he does. But Xavier, hit us up on IG. Let us know if you're gonna be out here. We'll definitely link up and have some fun, man. It's gonna be good.
Hey, I didn't freeze Dub out, man. I had a lot going on. I had a lot of random stuff too, though. But nah, Dub's my dog. But yeah, I have not been catching up with my Raiders, or I haven't been doing my Raiders stuff like I should, man. But I'm gonna catch up. I'm getting excited. Actually, being on the show again with my brother, man. I feel good, man. So next time I have a 40 ounce on here, we're gonna have some real fun.
Let's make it happen. We just need that. We need the 1800.
See, that's when it gets interesting. That's when that's when we have like one of those loons hat type of nights. Yeah, it gets wild.
I tap into Loon show all the time. I've not seen the hat yet. So I think we put that one to bed. I love it.
Yeah.
DK, hey, so check it out. We're probably gonna watch the game at the Whiskey across the street. That's probably gonna be the plan right now. There's another bar that is around the area, but hit us up. Let us know. We'll let you know as we get closer. But we're not going to go into the game. We're actually just going to watch it at a bar locally.
We'll be at the tailgate, though. We'll be at the tailgate kicking it. And, yeah, we'll be out there kicking it. And then, yeah, we'll probably just pull up somewhere and just watch the game. And then hopefully that'll be one of our wins this year. So we'll party hard after.
We're going to have some fun. Severe, you buckle up for those speeches. Severe, buckle up. Jesus Christ, man. We're getting out of here.
Man. Hey, Severe. I mean, you ain't had a solo live either. Don't talk about me. Where your solo live at? We've been waiting, man.
But SoCal knows what the 1800 does.
It gets wild. Yeah, the 1800 parties get wild.
It does. All right, guys. Hey, appreciate y'all. If you guys don't know, I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk Raider Nation. I jump on here in the war room with my guys. I might do a solo show here and there if I got some time. But hey, we're kicking it up. It's gonna be preseason's next week. First preseason NFL game is tomorrow, man. Now it's time to get started. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So hit us up if you go to a game. Hit us up if you you're gonna link up with any of the meet and greets, all that stuff. We have a little bit of fun. But after this, definitely go hit up our guy Severe, 1/3 of the Raider War Room. Hit him up, hit that sub button. But at the end of the day, man, we appreciate everybody that supported, the subscribers, the members, the whole nine. Oh, and the interviews, 100% with Chris, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate the support. We're gonna get out of here. We will see you guys.
What up, Nate?
Oh, Nate in the building. Shout out to you. Guys, go. It's gonna play for a quick second, man. Nate, put your YouTube channel in the comment section. Put in the comment section because I think you started your YouTube channel, man. Let's get Nate to
go holler at Nate. Nate, stay with the fire. That's my dog, man. Nate, stay with the fire.
Fucking Severe. Yeah, we'll wait around for that. But yeah, Nate, put your channel up in here, man. Everybody's got support, man. We appreciate y'all. But hey, look, we're doing some training camp. We'll be live next Wednesday. And then the following Sunday, we're going to get back to our Sunday lives and talk about the games and break this thing down. So we appreciate y'all, man. Have a great evening, great rest of your week. We'll see you on the next one. We're getting out of here. Peace, y'all.